biggest thing that we want to talk about a little bit, I'm going to take it on a kind of a different spin. I want to thank Ray for having us. We've done this camp, I think, going on 8 years, right, Ray?
You're the first one. You're the first one.
Well, the biggest thing that, I mean, over a period of time, we all, you hear players, you watch players, you watch the body language like Drew talked about. You watched him talk about the effort level. You talk about the attitude. When it's all said and done, you can have the ability. You can run, you can throw, you can hit, you throw 90 miles an hour. I'll give my speech about pitching when we go into the pitching sector. But the biggest thing that I can teach is he talked about attitude. Attitude is so big. It plays such a big factor. I mean, that's the only reason we're where we were last year, because we were selfless. Our team was selfless. It felt like, everybody on that team bought in. They understood what selfless means. It's really giving to your teammate as much as anything. As a coach, I think my biggest thing is I told Ray, it's about building relationships. It's about having a relationship with your players, having a relationship with their parents as well, making sure that you're honest with them, making sure that you're truthful with their ability. If we could at the University of Texas ever offer everybody a full scholarship, we can't. We could. We can't do it. We would do it. We can't. It's not going to happen. We have 11.7 scholarships divided between 27 players, and our watermark is to go to Omaha every year. So how do we do that? Well, it's got to be with attitude. It's got to make sure that you're straight up and you're honest with them. What need that we need, what position we need. We're always looking for pitchers, of course. There's no doubt about that. But our watermark is to play at the University of Texas. How do we get there? Well, it starts with attitude. It starts with guys being selfless. Well, you see some of the best teams ever, some of the best managers, like they talk about Joe Torre. Joe Torre was a great manager because he had New York Yankees, the highest paid salary, the guys that were the best players of every team, but he made them selfless. He made them care about each other as much as they did about the emblem on their shirt. I am from Texas. I love Texas. We won the Alamos, Texas did, so it's big. It's important to me. I like guys that stay in Texas. And if they're going to live here, I want them to stay here. If they come to the University of Texas, great. If we play against them, that's great too. I mean, it's a battle. But the biggest thing that you can take from one of these things today, I mean, the weather's bad. That's okay. What are we going to do to get better? Like Drew talked about, how do you separate yourself as a player? Because there's a lot of guys that can go out and hit. They can take back practice. They can go lift weights. They can run. They can wear their flat bills. They can put their glasses on backwards. They can impersonate a baseball player. We don't want a prospect. At the University of Texas, we don't want a guy that throws 95 miles an hour that can't throw strikes. We don't want a guy that can make the home runs in BP that can't hit them in a game. We want a baseball player. We want to build my goal as a pitching coach, whether it's working with Homer Bailey, Clayton Kershaw, or any of the pitchers that I've had before that I work with right now, I want to teach them how to make an adjustment in a game. Whatever happens to them, if it's raining today, what are we going to do in this moment today to get better? What are we going to do? I mean, Julio's one of the best in the business. Drew, Austin, those guys are really good. We're trying to teach you what you're going to go through. If we can teach you one thing that's going to make you better, we've done our job. No matter what the cost of it is. It's not about cost. It's about making you better. It's about coming down here and trying to teach what we talk about at Texas. There's no magic dust. I'm not the best pitching coach in the world. I don't have magic dust I throw on top of you. It's all about hard work. It's all about making sure if we're going to teach you something, it's clear and it's understood. It has to be clear and understood. And then you have to learn it one piece at a time. There's a lot of ways to hit. There's a lot of ways to field ground balls. There's a lot of ways to pitch. What we're going to try to do is we're going to go through the mechanical side of the pitching and try to teach you kind of delivery. And then we're going to watch you kind of throw bullpens. We're not going to go through a bunch of drill stuff. We're going to break it up a little bit, and I'll watch you throw bullpens. And if I give you a little advice on that, then try to take it and take it to heart. I believe what I believe in. there's other guys that are out there